name is Elmira Strange and I'm a psychologist, life coach and a founder of Therapeutic Coaching Academy, where you can learn how to establish your successful online business and work as a coach or a therapist, where you can also learn how to support and help others, how to make yourself more confident, positive in the process of it. So it's not only about your client, it's also about you. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where we address some of the questions that my students send me on a daily basis, and this video is one of them. So let's get straight to the question. The question is from Debbie, who wants to know if creating a website is a good idea for psychotherapy and what are the risks to prepare for. So in order to answer this question, this is what you need to ask yourself first. What your business would be like. Are you only offering services as a coach, or you would like to add certain digital products such as books, your blogs, newsletters, and other things to your potential clients? Because the more services you're offering and the more digital products you're offering, the more complex your website can get. In the last several years, whilst I've been working purely online, I have seen professionals, coaches and therapists who have or don't have website, and equally they can be successful or unsuccessful. I have met a coach who didn't have his website but was charging premium price for the direct coaching with people, and what he did or how people found him is through his books and his contact details. So they would contact him and he would text back straight away suggesting to have a free coaching session. In his free coaching session and during that free coaching session, he would be very persuasive about how he can work with the client and how he can help them. The interesting thing is that he was very successful in doing that, and whilst his website was going through some kind of transition and refurbishment, he was gaining clients without having that website. So in short, you can actually do without websites. Alternatively, you can register yourself on different directories for coaches and therapists and do it that way, because every directory will give you a page where you can put your bio and your services and the contact links, and the whole payment process will be taken care of by the directory website. These directories, they're usually not free, but they give you exposure to thousands of clients around the world. If you are a therapist, for example, then maybe you would look into directories such as Online Therapy, which is a directory for online counselors and therapists that connects people all over the world with the therapists. Or you can go for a more local directory, such as counselingdirectory.org UK if you are in the UK, or International Therapist Directory, where again people can find you because the website itself or the directory promotes your services and they have exposure to thousands of people around the world, which can be a really good thing to do. In that case, you don't have to actually have a website unless you really wish to. If you are a coach, then there are lots of directories as well, such as findthecoach.com or findyourcoach.com. Or one of my favorite ones is coachmefree.com, where therapist coaches offer 3 to 5 free sessions typically before they give out the paid services. And quite often some of these coaches are in training, and it gives them a really good exposure to practice with other people from all over the world who find that coaching interesting and useful. And this is what you can do as well if you need to gain some practice. So to answer your question is, you don't have to have a website, but if you do, then you need to ask yourself what kind of services and digital products you are going to offer, because that can show the complexity of your website, how many pages you need, and whether you would like to be in control of the whole website, where you would like to do it from scratch through, for example, WordPress, Wix, or some other website platform, or whether you can order it from somebody else, for example, finding people on Fiverr or on some other website where they can do it for a fee and actually create a website for you, so you didn't have to spend your valuable time on it. In this email, the student also asks if there are any risks to prepare for. And I would say the main risk is that using a title psychotherapy if you are not psychotherapist, and that would be the main risk. because in many countries, titles such as psychotherapist, psychologist, counselor, they are legally protected, and we cannot use them just because we wish to. We actually need to have accredited studies behind us in order to call yourself as such. Again, it's not in every country, but it's in most European countries, in the US, in England, and so on. So you have to be careful about the wording that you use on your website and how you call yourself. If you are a therapist, a licensed accredited therapist, then great. If not, however, you can still refer to being as a coach who uses therapeutic approach in your work or psychotherapeutic principles in your work. So in that way, you bypass the legal or the potential legal issues with using that title. But at the same time, you're not calling yourself a full-on psychotherapist, because that takes about like 10 years to become one. But you can use psychotherapeutic principles that we are learning in my courses, for example. I encourage anybody who works with people as a coach or therapeutic coach to use these techniques. You don't need to become a psychotherapist or a counselor in order to use them, because I believe that these techniques should be shared all over the world, and anybody could have access to learning how to use them for themselves, such as we are using, for example, NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It's open for everyone. It's a toolbox that can benefit anybody. Anyway, I got distracted from the actual main question. So back to the website. It is up to you if you would like to have your own website or a page on a registered directory for coaches or therapists. Your website can be very simple with only one page describing your services, or it can be more complex with several pages describing your products and displaying your products for immediate purchase. So I hope you found my answer useful and helpful, and if you do, please like my video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. And if you have something else to add to this question, then please post your comments below. I'm looking forward to reading. I think your answers will benefit other viewers who are still thinking about what's the best way to go about the website as a coach or a therapist. Well, on that note, thank you for watching, and I will see you in one of my next videos.